Ooh. Hello and welcome to Wednesday Night Only Figs. I am your host, Mr. Modern Toyfair, and I am joined by the founder of the Neck Illuminati, the delayer of shipments, the procrastinator of pre-orders, my YouTube wife, Mrs. Modern Toyfair, Jarmar _games. But that's not all. I'm also joined by the man Modern Toyfair has full custody over. The man off his ram pop, but he refuses to stop. The Twilight Knight, the master of Mac, the three-pump jump of taking the show off the rails. Nate. How's everyone doing?
What up? We
Good.
are doing awesome.
Yeah, I've changed that. I'm doing awesome. I agree.
I'm glad.
I just ran up and down my steps several times.
Ooh, cardio. I like it.
Yeah. And you'll be able to see it here in a little bit, but I have a lot of items.
Oh, I thought you were saying a lot of sweat.
Well, no. But they're all connected. Well, not all of them, but they're connected. So.
Oh, so it's one long string of items.
Yeah, like 2 times. Yeah.
Ooh.
Is it beads?
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
Beads?
Is it bees?
Bees or beads?
Beads.
Oh,
Because you said they're all connected.
I asked
It's
about
only
bees.
figs. So that's why I asked.
Are bees connected?
Beads.
Bees.
I guess technically bees are connected, BEE, because they're the hive
A
mind.
A hive mind. Yep.
That makes
You're
sense.
right.
That makes
You're
sense.
right.
Also,
You're right.
so are beads.
Mhm.
So don't want that joke to get under noticed,
Yeah.
underappreciated there.
That's right.
So what you're saying is we should get right into it.
Well, first off, hey guys,
give it up.
Ted and Wheels of Chaotic Doom. How's it going?
Oh,
What up?
But yeah, we can get right into the number game if Nate's got a question ready for us.
I do. And this is
Oh.
going to be between the numbers of 1 and 100.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
This is going to tie
I'm
in
gonna
with
just
something
use
we were
a number that
talking about.
Is this the number we were talking about?
It's gonna have to do with something we were talking about, sort of.
Oh no. Oh no, that can't be
So-
what I thought it was then, because that's not enough.
No. How many episodes of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show are there? Where we're the Mario Brothers and plumbing's the
Mhm.
game. That's where that song comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm talking just Super Mario Brothers Super Show. There was a Super Mario Brothers 3 and a Super Mario World cartoon, I believe. But I am only talking Captain Lou Albano as Mario.
Oh wait, you know what? Because I don't know, I have a chance to make a joke.
Oh, always go for the joke if you don't know.
Always.
And sometimes even if you do know.
Might be worth it.
All right, I am ready, locked, and loaded.
I am as well.
Yeah. All right.
Oh man, based on some of the guesses in chat, I'm a little worried about my answer now. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Can't see, but I went with one of the greatest Mario games of all time, Mario 64. So that's my guess right there.
65.
65.
Damn.
Mario strikes again. Woo!
Yeah, Jarmar is on a roll.
Man.
That is true. I am beating your ass. Just so you
Yeah.
know.
I'm sorry, you had quite a long losing streak before
Oh
you
wait,
came back.
it's all about that was in the regular season. This is playoffs now.
Oh
baby.
yeah, how convenient.
Oh, is it? I didn't even know
Playoff starts
that.
when I start winning.
I have to move some things around, so.
Yeah, I'll make mine quick.
You see what I
No!
think?
Yeah, I actually forgot that this was a thing. First of all, because it was
You forgot
so early into the week, or I don't know. Anyways, me and you went Friday to the thrift store.
Yes.
And I'm calling it the thrift store because
I mean, that is
kinda
why
what it was.
this episode is labeled as discount clearance finds or toy haul.
oh,
Where did you
Okay.
guys go?
We went to Where You Been.
where you
And
been?
then I went to Ollie's.
Oh, where you been?
So it's in our city where we're located.
Okay.
near a Chipotle in the north part of the city we're located,
Okay.
where
Because
an
I've heard
Ollie's
about.
used to be.
Oh, got you.
Mhm.
There we go. I don't know why it's so cryptic. It's in North Canton, where all
We've already
Ollie's.
doxed you anyway, so
Yeah.
it matters. I gave your
And we
government
all
name out on this week's episode of the podcast. Like,
So yeah, while we were there, they do a little live chat thing, or not live chat. Why do I keep calling that? They do a live video of the day before, because Friday's like the big reset day, and they're bringing all of this stuff out, right?
Oh.
And then it just trickles down until it's all gone, and then they reset it again on Friday. So in the video, I was watching a live stream after, committing to going, and I saw an item and I was like, oh, that'd be cool if I can get it. There's probably only one, so chances are I won't find it, but we'll see. So I get there. That said item was turtle related from the Super 7 toy makers, and it was Baxter Stockman. Now it's
How much did you get that bad boy for?
$14.
What?
$14.
That's
It
awesome.
was complete, like in the box. I mean, the box was in pretty
it was
bad
just in the
shape.
slip cover. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, it didn't have the slip cover. There was like some weird, like it looks like the UPC was like cut off or something like that.
Well, I think they do that at that store, so that way, like, you can't
That's
go and try to
fair.
return it somewhere else, kind of thing.
That's fair. But I was like, sure, I'll take it for $14.
Hell yeah.
Come on, why not? So yeah, I have that. I don't know if the savings was worth the traumatic experience I had,
That's fair.
but it was a thing.
It
That's
was.
for sure.
It was a thing. I can
It was a
confirm.
thing. So
Are you
I
gonna
have
tell the
that.
story or?
Well, okay, so it's a bin store, and
Yeah.
Which for people
they
who don't
put a bunch of
understand,
things
yeah.
out. Yeah, if you don't understand, it's basically like, I'm assuming Amazon returns or lost inventory, whatever it can be, of just a bunch of things, right?
Old
And there's
warehouse
these
finds.
warehouse finds. Yeah, it's like this big old like bin that they have, and there's like 12 of them, maybe more than that. I would say like 24. I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
there was at least 24.
And you go up and down these aisles, and there's big boxes and all these different kind of. It's basically highbrow dumpster diving is what I'm gonna call it,
Okay.
Yeah.
because that's what it is. That's
And
for sure
visually,
what it is.
if anyone's ever been to like one of the massive Goodwills where they have those like giant like
Oh.
deep tables and it just has shit
Yes.
in there and you go and dig, that's what these are.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you're digging through this stuff, trying to find like that hidden gem. A lot of stuff is in its shipper box, so you have to like fucking read the package to figure out what it is. And if not, they have like an
Mhm.
opening station where you can take it and get supervised while you open it up and stuff. But that line was like wrapped around the building, so like no, thank you.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
But it was yeah, it was highbrow dumpster diving, and we both felt slightly gross afterwards because it was like your hands get a little grimy, and it was like, I don't know if that was worth it.
Not sure. And with anything, like just like collecting toys, there's people who do it professionally,
Oh yeah,
and they are there Friday morning. So
and they are there hours before they open Friday morning. Like we
And
got in
they're
pretty quickly,
aggressive.
but like the line when we got there was around the corner of the building.
Yeah.
But luckily,
then they did this weird
They
thing.
divided the line up into three, so we ended up getting in faster than some people who'd been there for a while.
So we were in like line 2, but like right towards the front.
Yeah,
Didn't make any sense at all, but it worked. So
Yeah. And it didn't.
It was
the
a
Did you
line-
cool
get any
experience,
fights?
but
Did
yeah.
you see any fights?
No, unfortunately.
it felt like it.
Okay.
And it's one of those situations where at any moment shit could go down. That's how I
Like
felt.
it's palpable.
Yeah, it's just in the
Okay.
air. You do one thing, there's a fight going on. So, in all seriousness, though, it did seem like people enjoyed doing it, and it's
Mhm.
kind of like a fun thing. If you're into that, so it'd probably be cool. And
I
I
feel
imagine
like
you'd
if you're
find
like a
some cool shit.
middle-aged mom and like you're really
Oh, yeah.
into discounts and finding that like real like great deal, this is your fucking place.
Yeah, it is. But
There was a lot of toy-related stuff. Well, not a lot, but there was a decent amount. I saw some
decent.
people with
Yeah,
some like
decent.
Transformers. There was some Legos.
a lot
Most of them were like
Transformers.
shitty stuff that no one wanted to begin with, obviously considering what kind of place we were at.
Right.
He found that. I found one of my purchases.
Yeah.
So like there was some toy related stuff, but to answer Jake's question, I'll get to everyone else in the chat here momentarily. Not organized at all. Like it's just
Oh,
random shit in all of
God,
them.
no.
They literally had pallets set up in the back corner, so when one would get low, they would start filling a new one up with a new pallet, and they'd bring it through, and a guy literally had to be like, okay, no one touch it, no one touch it. 3, 2, 1, go. And then everyone just fucking leaped in it. It was like Black Friday. And then like
the
Black
same
Friday
people, the store, that's what I said.
Yeah, the same people who were like doing this, like fucking vultures, were also like making comments like, come on, peoples, come on, it's not that crazy. And like, bitch, you in there too? What are you talking about?
Like, you're elbow deep in that shit right now.
You're fucking like just full on up to the bicep, and you're just like complaining that other people are doing it too.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Something that was much less difficult and less Black Friday at the store, but also hurt my pride in a different way. I opened up Discord to see what was going on, because I feel like I have not heard anything, and now I know why. But yeah, so you mentioned that there was the whole wave.
I like that you had the itch.
Oh, well, yeah. Well,
convenient.
It's funny enough, but yeah. So you said the wave was there, and I was like, sweet, I'm gonna go and check it out. And my wife was getting Ezzy ready for like his dinner and stuff, so I was like, I'm just gonna drive there, go pick up what I want, and come back. So I get there, and
guessing they're all gone.
No. They had, like, actually there was 1 Miles left. I don't know how many you said of like the Spider Punk, and I mean, Jessica's just going to be there, like, insanely amount. So, yeah, I don't see that one selling very well. But anyways, they pretty much had one of each that I was looking for. And then I realized, wait a minute, these are $25. My God. So, like, I have my opinions on these. Basically, what I have, I did Miles, obviously. And then I also did the Spider Punk, because I figured maybe these are going to be too.
Spider Punk. I didn't see him.
Yeah, it wasn't on the hanger. It was like sitting on the shelf below. So I wonder if someone picked it up and was like, I'm going to get this. And then they were like,
you know what?
Oh, these are $25.
I bet it was a kid who was just baiting on it for a while. Then he sat it down moments before you got there, and then you took it.
Well, I hope that is not the case. So these are the two that I got. It just bums me out, because like, I know you guys love that non-plastic free packaging. You know what I mean? You like having that window. You like seeing it, but this just hurts me because the packaging, although it's not like retro or whatnot, it's really cool, and I don't want to open it. And like, the whole reason I bought these is to open them. So now I feel very, very
I mean, you opened the retro carded X-Men when you got them.
Yeah, but that, I don't know.
Jarmar, here's
that was
what you
a
do.
different Jarmar.
Here's what you do.
Buy 2.
You open them.
Oh.
No, you open them. You enjoy them, and then when they do eventually go on clearance, then you buy them. Then you
have them there. Well, so funny enough, that's what I'm going to be on a clearance alert, because I want Spider-Gwen. I want like the like updated, because I have like the younger one, if you will, from like the first movie.
Oh,
I wanted $20.99, wasn't there.
Okay, I was wondering why you didn't get him. I figured he'd be higher on the list.
Yeah, he was definitely there when I was there, but I didn't see Spider-Punk, so I wonder if somebody...
Oh, yeah, they had a change of heart. They were like, I'd rather have a cooler figure.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Peter B. Parker, a little disappointed just because there's no swappable head. So, like...
I have a feeling he doesn't wear his mask much in this movie, because in all the trailers, he's maskless.
I get that, and he was for most of the original, too, but, like, it's nice to have that option.
Just have the option, which we had before, which, again, goes into, like, yeah, I'm really seeing, like, I don't know, like, if we could just do the thing of, like, snap my finger and change Hasbro, I'll get flamed for this, but I would go plastic free and add more in the box. That's my opinion. I don't need to see it because I'm opening them anyways, but, like, I mean, Spider-Punk did come with one extra hand, because you kind of have to have, like, I guess, Spider-Hand. Also, it works with the guitar. And I'm surprised that came with it.
I figured it would came with nothing. You'd be like, you got a guitar, you're good enough.
But
probably had fists so he couldn't even hold it.
Well, because he has a pick in his hand. So
okay,
if it didn't have the guitar, it would be quite weird. But yeah, I mean, Miles is pretty disappointing, but you get the head, so that's the main thing that I wanted anyway. So yeah, I'm all in. But
is
also,
it
like,
just me, or does these seem way more stylized than the first time around?
Yeah, they really do.
But I think it's also the movie is more stylized than the first time around.
That could be. The movie. The first
that
one
makes
was pretty stylized.
Yeah,
but
this one's like just the trailers alone seem like even more style, like leaning into that more than last time. Especially like the Spot, he's not even humanoid at that point. He's a fucking box of long ass arms and legs.
Which again, I would like to get all from this wave, like get the rest of them, but clearance is what I'm gonna shoot for. I'm hoping that like since the movie is technically delayed, it's coming out later, that these will get clearance before the movie kind of comes out, and I can pick them up that way. So
I definitely think getting Miles is smart, even though he's double packed. He's still going to be the first one to go.
I think him and 2099 are gonna be the two biggest ones.
And I hate to say this, but I think that Jessica Drew is probably going to be like the Rose Tico of this year. Because I mean, who brings out a pregnant
Spider
action
woman,
figure and like I'm sorry, nobody wants it. It's unless she's awesome, and even if she's awesome as a character, that doesn't always translate to action figure sales.
Who's the voice actor? I know it's
actually don't know.
That's what I was curious.
Back to the stylized thing. Another thing is 2099 in the post-credit scene for the first movie. He was more like normal, like sized. He just looked like another Spider-Man. In this movie, he's like fucking like big and like jacked. So it does seem like they kind of took a little more of approach with it. Is that everything, Jarmar?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Okay. Before I get started, I will go through the chat here real quick. I don't remember. Glad it wasn't 69. I see myself out. For the numbers game. Why does Jamar's notebook chicken scratch look like a middle schooler's desk? That's a good question. Don't trauma dump on the podcast. Geez, lucky for us, this is not a podcast.
I mean,
it's a live chat stream. That's why we have the podcast separate. Podcast is episodic. This is just fuck it. The discount store here in Sydney, Australia, are hit or miss. I've seen some great things in them. That seems to be like all discount stores, really. Is it at least? No, that's where I got that one. Plastic-free packaging is the window to climate destruction. That sounds like a Patreon podcast waiting to happen. Speaking of legends, if any of you get the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 wave, and don't want Cosmo, let me know. I feel like anyone who's going to buy that entire wave wants Cosmo. I'm sorry.
Cosmo.
I don't think you're
because it's also like, I think besides Kraglin and Adam Warlock is technically the only new figure. Like all the other ones are existing characters. But good luck.
Yeah, best of luck to you. Or just here's you know how like the Khonshu wave right now is on discount on clearance at Target. Just wait for the entire wave to go clearance at Target because it will.
And then buy them, build your Cosmo.
Yeah,
and
get them for $12 each, and yeah. I'm so hesitant on plastic free since last week with the D&D figure. That's fair. Why does Jarmar want more accessories and his toys to throw away?
That's fair.
As far as plastic free, there might be something this week too. But...
Oh no, I'm curious now. Maybe that needs to be an episode.
Plastic free catastrophes. That's the show.
Yeah.
Plastic free catastrophes.
That should be a show. You just gather everything you've gotten that's plastic free. That's been a shit show, and we just go over it. And then we just discuss
the plastic free, anti-plastic free propaganda. You guys stop it right now.
You lost the war. They're going back to the old ways.
We're getting worse of both. We're gonna get less shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. We are getting worse. We're getting less shit in the box, and we're getting
and
more money.
Do a whole show on it, but we kind of did.
We did, and it fucking blew up. And that lightning can strike twice, right?
We even did. Well, we did a read. Well, we thought maybe it was back when we didn't know it was coming back. We did a show.
We did like literally a week or two before. We did because we speculated because of this and the other Spider-Man wave.
Yeah.
So
did we win?
Yeah. So technically, I'm surprised that episode hasn't blown up more. Just been happenstance of people like talking about it.
Wait a minute.
I remember seeing Pregnant Barbie a few years back. Yeah, they've done that a couple times. I feel like they even did that like way back.
No. I'm not saying
Barbie
hasn't been done.
Yeah, Barbie makes more sense. Saying,
yeah, as an action figure. I mean, I remember the pregnant Padmes didn't sell a ton for Revenge of the Sith.
I had her solely because I needed a Padme for Anakin to choke.
Sure. We all did. We all did. But there was still a lot left over at the end of the day.
The character is Issa Rae.
Yes, that's what
Yes.
Jake actually posted. Yeah. That
So
I'm not familiar with her.
Me either.
She's done some HBO show. She's like I believe a writer on some other
Does the HBO show
things.
have a name?
It's like Insecure. That's what it is. Oh yeah, it might not. Well,
Somebody
basically,
was telling me about that show.
I'm not trying to be.
She's
Go
gonna
ahead.
be in Barbie.
No.
Oh, that's interesting. That's actually really interesting. But yeah, she's
guys
just
saw
kind of
that
like
Oh, sorry.
a new. I don't know how I want to describe it, but she's just producing a lot of cool new shit. I guess is what it is, and she's a dope black female out there in the Hollywood doing shit. So
Yeah,
she's kind of like a cool person. So
yeah, dude,
that might help.
Her credits are insane.
Yeah,
Like,
her figure's not going to sell a lot, but
producer,
you know.
That's
actress,
it's a pregnant Spider Woman. Like,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
But whose child is in there?
I'm
I mean,
assuming.
the
And
last
do you get?
Spider-Woman
Is that count
figure
in two
didn't
figures
sell.
for one?
I'm assuming. I mean, it's better than what we got for Peter B. Parker. He should have fucking came with Mayday.
I guess it just
Oh,
depends on
shit.
your political views.
Oh no! Oh no! Hurry up! Go!
It's okay.
Go, Michael, go!
She's probably in New York. Waiting for Hasbro to do plastic-free toys to get empty cardboard boxes. That sounds like another Patreon podcast waiting to happen. Since Hasbro are going back to the window boxes, will they reissue the No, they aren't not going to reissue.
Hell
I mean, they
no.
eventually will, just because they like the reuse and to reissue like the same things, but they're not going to do it immediately. They're gonna
Also, reissuing it would like admit that like
admit defeat.
they made a different, bad decision or something. You know what I mean?
But no, 100% they'll reissue the exact same figure with like maybe a slightly different paint job or like one extra hand that replaces a different hand. So now you get the reverse. Those Spider-Mans that only got like a thwipping and a wall crawling. Now you get the thwipping and the wall crawling on the other side.
I could definitely see them doing some sort of like special packs that are like Hasbro Pulse exclusives or something like
3
that.
packs to get all those figures in a window package.
Yep, exactly. What you think it
Um,
was gonna be like $125?
Yeah.
For 3 extra figures in a box.
But they'll be packaged like that Ghost 3-pack from Star Wars. That way you can open it and you get the 3 separate cards.
Which would be awesome.
Hey, what's up, Nomad? All right,
What's next
so
week?
it is my turn. So I've
What's
only got 2 things, but mine were both discount finds. So I obviously was with Jarmar at the wonderful store that was an experience. My find was not nearly as exciting as his, but I was kind of hell-bent to get something for the experience. And literally, like, as we were finishing up, I saw this and I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Like, it's not like worth anything. It was just something where I've seen it before and I like the character, so I was like, fuck it. But I got the Jedi Knight Revan.
Yeah, man. Why not?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
If you don't want that lightsaber, just let
It
me
was
know.
$14, just like Jamar's.
Yeah, everything was $14.
Yeah.
that day.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's $14 at the first day, and then it drops every day leading up to the next drop.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
mean, keep in mind the good shit's going to be obviously gone
Right.
by the time you get to that point.
Right.
But depending on what you consider good shit, because realistically, like we said, it's fancy dumpster diving. So one man's
Right.
treasure is another man's treasure, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things where like, I certainly had no intentions of going back, and I was like, okay, this is cool enough to justify $14. Why not?
Mhm.
It was better than what I originally was thinking about buying. I also bought a mouse, which I still haven't opened.
I forgot you bought that mouse.
I did too. I don't even know where it's somewhere.
It's a
there.
computer mouse.
A computer, yeah, not an actual mouse. God no.
You get those for free with purchase.
Yeah.
Especially out here in the fucking sticks.
No, it's just that. Never mind.
And then I went to Ollie's just because I was like, I went and got lunch, and then I was like,
I want to get more under.
yeah, I was like, I
cheap
want
shit.
to get more some discounted bullshit. And they were like, Ollie's was surprisingly stacked for a change. Like, our Ollie's never has anything good. This time they had a bunch of Black Series figures, which is ironic because of next week's episode. They had a bunch of Marvel Legends, most of which were like characters they didn't care about. But then there was one that I was like, oh, I know someone who might want this. So I shot Nate a text and was like, "Hey, do you want this?" And he's like, "Yeah." So Nate's got a fourth hand ninja on the way.
With more stilts.
Yeah.
Yes, with more
Oh
stilts.
God, I don't need more stilts. You did get the payment for that, right?
Yes, I did. I saw it like
Okay.
I saw it after the fact. I'm like, "Oh shit, he already paid."
Yep.
But yeah, so those were my only two finds. The Revan was solely just because I'm like, the character's kind of cool and it was happenstance.
Why not?
Yeah.
You needed something.
I needed something to justify being up at fucking 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
And
You guys went at 7 in the
no,
morning.
we got there
You
at
got there
8,
at 8.
but it's 20 minutes away from me, so I had to wake up, get ready, shit, and then fucking go.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
I didn't even shit. That was the mistake
probably would've been better
that I
off.
made. I had to do when I got home, but yeah.
what up, beep boop derp? What you missed so far? Jarmar got $14 Super 7 Ultimates.
Yeah.
And those.
And Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
With the Baxter Stockman, are you going to show the Super 7 one, or are you just holding on to the Playmates one?
I was gonna get the Playmate one out, but it's in a box with all the other Playmate.
Shocking.
Like,
well, a bunch of accessories you're gonna throw away one day.
no, it's just like the villain / bad guys, and I just don't have the energy to open that.
I don't care what toy line it is, Jarmar. If you ever get compelled to throw away accessories, you call me. I'll be there. I'll be there.
All right. Do you want
Just
this
call
thing?
my
Nate will
name.
rescue him.
And I'll
Do you
be
want
there.
this thing here?
I don't need it, but I'll take it if you're gonna throw it away.
I
I mean, Jake will take it just so that way he finally has a piece of Conchu.
Yeah, we're all looking for that piece of Conchu.
I thought about
real
head
quick, how
swapping
often
it.
do the three of you see each other in person these days? Now that I'm back in Ohio, surprisingly not a lot.
As least as possible.
Unless it's a situation
For
where
Michael.
I'm going to a toy show or something with Nate, or we end up buying something for each other we have to pick up, or Jarmar lets me weasel in to see an MCU movie with him and his wife.
Okay, I was
That's
gonna say, don't forget that. Don't forget that.
those are the only occasions that we really see each other.
We do
Speaking of
live
which,
busy
I need to
lives.
get with both of you because I have Jarmar wanted this little fucker, and I've
Oh,
got an
yeah.
entire box of shit for Nate at this point.
It's like my own pile of loot from Michael. I'm so
It
excited.
is. Oh man.
Power loot, like LEWD, like lewd actions.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Power
I like
lewd.
it.
That makes
Just
more
because
sense.
it's
I like
Michael. Yeah.
I like it.
I am very lewd.
Where do you want to start? Because
At the
Let's
beginning.
start. With,
have
let's go the disappointment town. I want to see this ugly
Huh?
figure.
Oh, now I know what you're referring to.
okay. I'm gonna go something different first, but then I'm gonna get right into that because it's just one thing. I was just gonna point out that I also got Indiana Jones.
Hey!
Oh, that's not
Find
what
it in
I
store
thought.
or did your Big Bad Toy Store ship?
No, it was mine was from Pulse.
Okay.
So yeah, so I got him. This is the only one I'm planning on getting for now. And
I'm getting
he's
every
great.
indie, all 37 of them.
Well, I'm also getting all the indies, but yeah, this is
Means
the only
like
one
in
from
the
this
line.
wave.
I'm slightly
Yeah,
salty that they now announced the same figure you have in your hand, but with the fucking base.
Yes,
So
I
that way-
agree. I really because I'm the only thing that keeps me not completely that mad because one whatever, it's $25. I'll spend that. Realistically, whatever. But
Taco Bell.
yeah, well maybe not Taco Bell. That you can get out of there pretty cheap.
What?
What?
Yeah, you can still get out of there cheap, guys.
For one person.
Maybe if you do like
For
the
one
poor
person.
people $5 meal like I do, but like
Well, you get two of
It's
those,
awesome.
you get some sides, and then you get, then you're at 20. But yeah, we're
Either way,
we'll say that for
Um,
run for the
like
border
if I
podcast.
find the other ones on clearance, I will want to build the arc, and I don't think I'll ever find Indie on clearance. So
I'm
that's
not
the
gonna
only
lie.
thing where I'm not that mad.
I kind of want to build the arc too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
But I'm just like,
so
I'll just
like,
wait for them all to go on clearance. I'm not paying full price
yeah,
for those other characters.
No,
I refuse.
I am not either.
I'll pay.
So,
The only side character I will pay full price for are Henry Jones Sr. and Short Round.
absolutely,
Mm.
absolutely. So yeah, I got that, and then I think it was like the next day I got another box from Pulse, and I got the new wave of GI Joe Classified. So this wave is a little controversial. I'm going to start with some less controversial ones. So I've got the Crimson Bat, I don't really
Interesting.
need another bat
Mm.
variant. This is not modeled after a vintage figure, but I still think it's cool. It's new. It's shiny. You guys know how much I love new and shiny. So I got him anyway. He's cool, and I have him all banged up. So
I do like that they give you the battle damage option.
yep, it's nice.
I wish
So I
other
got him.
lines from Hasbro did the same thing.
I agree. And then the other one that's not new, technically, well, not even technically, it's just not new, is Outback. So I had the Tiger Force version. This is his regular version. Now, I will say this is where it kind of starts. His hair piece is not glued all the way down. And it doesn't, yeah. So like from
Bro's
the front,
balding. He's got toupee.
so like from the front, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I don't know that even in plastic I would have been able to notice that. So, but still, I'm just like, that's a little bit.
But you also
kind of a bummer.
received this from Pulse, so even if
Yeah.
it was plastic,
Good point.
you wouldn't have known.
Good point. So the next two, well, I got the other one, which was the Mad Marauders barbecue, but I didn't open him yet because it's barbecue and it's also the Mad Marauders version.
Barbecue's so tasty.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a character named Barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a firefighter.
Do we need to do a G.I. Joe? Can you name that Joe?
Yeah.
I feel like that could be slightly easier.
Yeah.
That's going to be simply easier than Motu, yeah.
I don't know. The thing is about Masters of the Universe is it's so easy. What does he look like? Slug Man or Slug Gore? That's all you got to do.
Listen, there was a couple that you threw at us that were not anywhere remotely close to that logic, though.
But how many times did Jarmar go?
100%.
Like Beast Man, and then he was like, I think he's
potato dealer.
Candy stripes.
I was like, oh, this is. I got to be more specific, but then at the same time, not use the word that they want. Like, it's weird.
Well, the problem is we ran into one scenario where that wasn't the case, and Jarmar just lost all trust in that system. So he was just hell bent on not doing it.
True.
All right, so this is the next one. Jamar, do you want to take a stab at naming her?
That looks like a fucking Fortnite figure.
No, what that reminds me of is an older version. This is deep. Of I believe her name is Elizabeth from BioShock Infinite. She was like an old like an older.
I was thinking Lara Croft.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Jamar, I like where you're heading because this is my issue with this. So CoverGirl, this is CoverGirl. Her backstory is that she was a former model.
Explains all the
who
makeup.
joined the military. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing that bugs me. It is way too much makeup. And Jamar even points, she looks old. She doesn't. I don't know.
She's a retired model, Nate. Of course she's old.
I mean, she wasn't supposed to be a retired model. It was supposed to be that she got disillusioned with modeling while she was still super hot, and I don't know.
She wants to shoot things.
Yeah, I don't really like. It's way too much makeup, and she looks older. I just think she could have looked better with less makeup. I don't know. Is that sexist?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
My problem is I don't know what it is about that face sculpt and all that paint apps on it, but it makes her look like a Fortnite figure.
Yeah,
she looks very animated compared to the rest of the figures in that line.
Yeah,
I like her little tablet though. That's fun.
Yeah, got like a little iPad right there.
Does it come out?
Got a gun. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Yep.
Good job, Nate. You're trying not to just rotate straight to her butt for purposes of covering.
He didn't want to get caught again like he was with Peach.
I already did that. She also comes with a wrench.
Jake said,
her belt.
I mean, she did retire from modeling, but that usually happens at 25.
Right.
So what?
Like retiring from being
32.
Listen, all that tanning takes a toll on your skin.
Yeah. So yeah, she comes with a wrench because in the vintage line, it comes out, but I'm not going to take it out. In the vintage line, she was a vehicle driver. She drove the Wolverine, which was this awesome tank-like thing that had these two buckets on the side that shot all these missiles.
I bet.
Don't make the joke, Michael.
What's that?
No, he was just gonna make a very, very low joke.
I wanted to hear it though.
I said I bet Wolverine would let her drive him.
Yeah. So then comes the most
egregious,
I think, a controversial figure of this wave, and that is Falcon.
Well, he's a little too white for the Falcon, I know.
Right. So this is, I'm sorry, Lieutenant Falcon.
Oh, not Captain Falcon. I'm confused.
Right. So this is Lieutenant Falcon, a star of the 1987 G.I. Joe the movie, voiced by Don Johnson at the time, if you even know who Don Johnson is. But everyone hates this face sculpt, but I actually dig it.
I think my problem is he has too much eyeliner on.
He does have a little bit too much eyeliner, in like his lips are a little bit weird color. One of the
just makes
things
him
I
look like an
like
old man.
about this, well, true. I actually like this because he's not necessarily good looking, and not everybody on G.I. Joe should be.
That's fair.
And also, he kind of reminds me of the original G.I. Joe heads from the 60s.
Were they ugly?
Kind of.
Sorry, I was too busy turning him to helicopters, so I don't remember their faces.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm talking about the original G.I. Joes.
The Barbie doll ones.
Big ones.
Yeah, like the
Okay.
60s. So, like, he kind of has that original face look, too. His beret does come off.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know. I actually really like him. There's all
Is
these
it
things
weird?
online.
With the beret off, it looks a lot younger.
Could
Like
be.
seeing his
'cause
haircut.
Yeah, because he's
I
got
was
that,
like,
yeah,
oh,
that
he
haircut
doesn't
is
look
not
that
what
young.
you expect him to have the comb over, like the nice
Yeah.
hair. Instead, he's got this
Yeah.
like fucking down, like I'm in my 20s and
Yeah, looks
I'm in the
younger. that way.
military.
Yeah,
kind of
I
thing.
really like it. I'm a big fan of this character. I've always liked Falcon. Maybe just because I like dudes in berets. I don't know what that says about me. Maybe I should go to France. But like my favorite Joes, other than Snake Eyes, was always Lieutenant Falcon and Flint. So,
Chat took a
Oh,
turn.
no.
did it?
Yeah.
When?
Let's just say Mulhorb said something, and then Jake had a very interesting reply.
All right. So I'm going to move on.
Mulhorb's was a lot more PG than Jake's was, for a change.
I'm going to move on to the another super controversial figure.
There's more.
Maybe the most controversial figure of this year so far. Dun, 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 dun,
Okay. I was like, what is
Have you
that?
actually opened it yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious what your
So
thoughts are.
He's up here. So he's here. Like, all I heard was bad shit
Mhm.
preceding this. So that does kind of affect your opinion a little bit, you know?
Mhm.
You can't help it. Here's the thing. If this is your only 1989 Michael Keaton Batman, maybe you're disappointed. That's fine. You know, after 3 years, it's hard for anything to live up to the hype. I have quite a few of them. I have NECA, I have SH Figure Arts, I have the Beast Kingdom, I have Hot Toys, I have Toy Biz, I have Mattel. I have a lot. So this one is just another one. So I collect 89 Batmobiles, or Batman. So I like him. Do I love him? Would I like all of my figures like this? I don't think so. Let me tell you a couple of pros though before I talk about the cons. Pro number one, stand. Got to put it to Mezco. They always provide the stands, and they're always, for the most part, branded, and I think that's awesome. The other thing I absolutely love, all the alternate heads are done by magnets, which saves a lot on wear and tear.
Like the joint?
So like the neck
No, the
peg,
heads.
it goes down and
Yeah.
it connects to the magnet instead of being like an actual ball. So instead of it popping on, you just pop it on and
okay.
it stays that way. But
That's
makes it so
cool.
you there's less risk of any breaking because then you've got
Yeah.
For a figure like this, that makes total sense because the Michael Keaton can't move his neck in that suit.
Yeah.
So whatever poses you're doing, if you want him to be screen accurate, he ain't looking to the left and to the right. But it's gonna be kind of hard to see. But he does have 3 different head sculpts. He has so many accessories, but they're all so tiny, like so fucking tiny that I don't want to even risk. And there's so many of them. There's just so many of them.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So I mean, as far as accessories go, this thing is loaded. You know, it's really good. I think the head sculpts are good. They are Mezcoified. It is a Mezco figure. You don't buy a Mezco figure and expect something that's not Mezco. So there is some Mezcoifications on it. It does kind of have that Mezco look. But I like the head sculpts. I can definitely tell who it is. What I don't like the cape.
Yeah.
And what I
it's
mean
a little
by
too,
that,
Like thick?
like
Well-
conish.
well, this one especially because you get 2. You get one wired one and one non-wired one. And what happens is that when you take the head off, it has like a ring on the cape
Mm-hmm.
that fits down
Oh.
onto the body.
Yeah.
For the life of me, I could not get the wired cape to click in place. And so every head would sit like half an inch off or whatever, and it stuck out.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I could not get it on. I absolutely could not get it on. Where this one is actually much more flush, but I don't like the non-wired one as much. The other thing, the seamless body is weird. Again, I think it works for this figure. So, Jarmar, I didn't even know what they really meant, but it's a rubber coating on the figure, but there's a metal skeleton underneath that allows you to then move it. It's a little weird messing with it because some things you think it should be able to do, it doesn't do, and then you don't want to force it because you don't want to break it.
Yeah,
so
I've seen
I don't
a lot
really
of
even
people
know.
break theirs so far, so that's a big, like, terrifying.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So he's not going to go into a lot of crazy poses. And to be honest, I have other Batmans that can. I like the look of it. I like the face sculpt. I love the accessories. Am I happy or am I mad that I got it? No. Am I happy that I got it? Yes. If this was my only 89 Michael Keaton Batman, I don't know that I would be too in love with it. But as one of many, I'm glad I have it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm looking this up, but the TMNT isn't going to be seamless, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
I felt like that would be the reason.
The only seamless figures they've done
that.
is that one, the Alien, and I want to say maybe the Predator.
Okay.
And they haven't not.
The Alien makes sense. And the Predator.
Well, the Alien had a lot of issues with brakes and stuff like that.
I could see that.
Like when that came out and had that problem, people were dreading this figure coming out at that point.
Yeah, I can definitely see them not doing it again, and I don't think that they should. To be honest, I think it's a neat idea. It was a neat experiment. This was probably a good thing to try it on. I also wonder about the long term.
How long that body can last.
Yeah.
I wonder why they wouldn't just go with like the body and then have like the tight.
That's what it was originally. When they first announced it, it was going to be just a normal body with like spandex and then the armor over top of it. And then Mez got in his head. He's like, "Oh, what's going to be great is having a seamless body. Like that's the future of action figures." Because Mez is very much like McFarlane, where he gets fixated on stupid shit, and then that's just it. So there was no turning back at that point. Everyone there was nobody who was like excited about that, but because Mez wanted it, Mez got it.
He was.
Yeah.
That's
interesting. Yeah. All right. So the last part, I did a Kickstarter 2 years ago.
Oh, I think I saw this on Instagram.
Yeah, you probably did. So I'm just going to show it off a little bit. So this was my birthday present from 2 years ago from my wife.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah. And then after that, let's not do gifts anymore. But I got this in. So I got from I'm not a big board game guy, but you'll see why. So I got the Come On Games Masters of the Universe board game.
Insane.
That's fucking wild looking.
So yeah. So this is the main board game. I don't want to pull it all out, but I was gonna try to show off some of the miniatures, but I don't know.
Are they fully painted or are they?
No. And you'll understand why.
Northern Nomad says, "Happy birthday, Nate."
Thank you.
For 2 years ago, just to clarify.
2 years ago.
Not for this year. Fuck you this year. For 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, fair enough. It came with I was pulling things out. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Like there's a board thing. There was tokens. There is these things in plastic that I got to pop out for terrain.
Oh shit.
There's these. I don't even know what these are. There's a big thing of cards. So this is the main game comes with 16 miniatures. So here's the box that it comes in.
Ooh. It's very reminiscent of when I got the Ninja Turtle one.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. So yeah. So there
Okay.
is
Okay.
some of the miniatures. There's 2 trays here. Some of the bigger ones are back here. Okay. So you would think, hey, that's really cool. That looks like a really badass board game. Should be a lot of fun. But there's more.
Okay.
Because I went.
The way your tone was, it was like, but it's not. It was what I was afraid you were going to say.
No, I went all in. So.
Which I feel like with those you need to. You need to get the expansions and everything. Otherwise, like, holy shit.
Oh, man.
So this is what's called the Plastic Castle Grayskull Pack. And that is literally what it is. So
Not
it
to be
is
confused with the cardboard Castle Grayskull
Right.
pack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Or the
this
stainless
is
steel
the
one.
this is to use within the game. So it is for the miniatures. There's play areas on the top. So I'm assuming there must be a part of the game that goes, to the top of the castle. There's nothing that goes in. The drawbridge comes down, but it doesn't.
You can just go knock on the door.
Yeah, you can go knock on the door, and then some 3D terrain comes with it as far as that goes. So then you get.
Wait, there's more.
Yeah, there's something more.
But that's not all.
All right, we'll just start going into these. So these are some of the expansions. So I got the Wrath of Snake Mountain,
Ooh.
which this comes
That's
with
a dinosaur, not a snake.
Well, there's.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just
Oh
saying.
yeah, there's all kinds of shit going on here. So there's another 16 miniatures in this. Snake Men. Snake Men and dinosaurs and things like that. The Evil Horde expansion.
Ooh, you had to get that one because that's your boy.
Cool.
Oh, that's right. So this actually has 19 more miniatures. She-Ra and the Great Rebellion. So 16 more miniatures.
Oh my
Jesus
god!
Christ. Are you actually gonna play this game, or is this just gonna go on a shelf somewhere? Because I'm curious.
I got plans for it. So this is the Assault on Castle Grayskull expansion, which has 16 more miniatures. And then the Box of Power.
Ooh, do you get like the Battle Cat and Panther in that?
Oh yeah, because this is how many miniatures are in
Holy
this box.
shit!
Oh my god!
That's so much.
So yeah, so there's that, and then they did some I got some Kickstarter exclusives. I think I don't even remember now. Special marble dice, a Mantisaur miniature. I think these are definitely the exclusives. Cowl from She-Ra. And then I also got...
Nate will play this game with all his dead cats.
Yeah. Here's the 3D pack, Rocks pack. So this is, 3D environments.
Different than the ones you already showed off?
Yep.
More
3D nature set.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then the 3D pack Ruin set, which this box is very heavy.
Ooh, that one's kind of cool.
Yeah, so that was cool. And then finally, we have the exclusive Battlefield playmat, which I have not opened yet. So let's open it. Let's look at it.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
What's the Patreon? For the Kickstarter or ours?
Well, there's no Patreon for the Kickstarter.
Well, that's why I wasn't sure if that's what they meant.
Ooh, this looks nice. Ooh, yeah, this is nice. It's heavy.
It looks. I was just about to say.
Is it like those big mouse pad style ones? Oh, no, that's even nicer. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So there's this side, and then there's this side, which also has Castle Grayskull. So I would imagine that probably the plastic part fits right over it.
I mean, I really like that.
Could totally use that as a really big ass mouse pad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. So
understandably, it's for the game.
Is to play it. I have some people that are interested in playing it. You guys are more than welcome, although I feel like Jarmar would get frustrated with some of the
Oh,
character
he would
names.
get mad at the names
God
and fucking
damn
rage
it!
quit
What
and
the
leave.
fuck? I
But
thought
you
I had the
do-
horse score.
You do owe us mac and cheese, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is true.
So we need mac and cheese game night.
So the plan is to also like set it up. Like I have a table that I'm gonna set up back near my Masters of the Universe display and actually set up the game. So basically, it's ready to go at any point, but it's also technically on display too. So because it was a chunk of change a long time ago. I forgot.
I have
how
to
much
imagine.
I've never done one of these like big board game. I did the Hero Quest one, but that really wasn't like a Kickstarter for that. That was Hasbro Pulse, HasLab. So this was totally different, and it was exciting because they kept adding more and more stuff. And I think we exhausted every stretch goal that there was planned. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I will say the one thing that would probably kill me about that is I would desperately want to go and have someone paint all the miniatures for me.
Oh, I don't want to, but you saw how many there are.
Yeah, I'm like,
no
you're
way.
looking at like $1,000 to get all those fucking painted.
Yeah, easy. So that might be a passion project for my eventual retirement, which is like
Oh my god,
30 years
from now.
we could do a
Yeah.
live stream where Nate's just sitting there for a big magnifying glass soon.
I do have one. Because I got it for like messing with figures and stuff. In fact, I did I used Gundam markers on a Spider-Man. I think I showed it off when I added all the web detail. But yeah, I did. I had those giant miniature. Because I actually bought it for this. Because I thought, yeah, I'm going to paint some. And I know better. But I have those glasses now, which is
Funny
pretty
thing
cool.
is, I saw a hack that someone on TikTok pointed out for if you want your miniatures to look really good with minimal effort. Apparently, if you put primer on them and then do a black wash first and then add the color, it brings out all that detail.
Oh, neat.
So that way all you have to do is just do the color. Like, oh, your Skeletor's purple hood and like dress skirt thing.
Yeah.
Blue skin and like just stuff like that. So that might be like an easy way to do it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's interesting.
Jake said he'll paint them for cheap. It won't be good though.
Fair. At least he's upfront about it.
Yes, that's very true. Very true. Is that? Are you?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I ended.
Sorry, you abruptly
that
stopped. Well, I figured that was the last thing, but he just abruptly stopped. He just was staring at me, so I wanted to make sure.
I didn't know. I didn't know what you were. If you wanted to talk about anything else or.
Well, yeah, we didn't start a conversation. You just kind of stared at me, so that's why I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that covers it. I can't think of anything else. Can you guys? I'll take that as a no. All right.
Yeah, I was like, what do you want me to say?
That
I don't
know. If you are on YouTube and you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It helps us out here on the channel. Gets you editorial-related content in your feed with the reviews, let's poses, live stream the podcast, and a little bit of extra stuff sprinkled in here and there. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Modern Toy Fair. You can head over to tpublic.com/Modern Toy Fair where you can get a bunch of different shirts with different things from Show Me Your Nips, Cool Become Brave, Neck Illuminati, our logo, all sorts of fun stuff, so check that out. You can head over to patreon.com if you'd like to help support us. Patreon.com/Modern Toy Fair, where we have a bunch of different options. You can make suggestions for the weekly podcast. That's at the end of the real podcast. You can get physical prints of the photos I take. You can even be a guest here on the live stream. So make sure to check that out. We greatly appreciate it. You can check Jarmar out over on metal.tv/Jarmar Games. And Nate, what you got for us?
I think we obviously have to go with Painting with Nate as the new show, and where I just paint one miniature one time and never heard from again.
I kind of like that. That'd be a fun.
Yeah.
We could leave it on a cliffhanger just so people will always be pining for more.
I assume you just send them and he never sends them back. Every week
I
you're
would
trying
be
to get them back.
He's painting his own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, why did I hear paint with Jake?
I don't know.
That's what I
he
heard in
said
my
paint
mind.
with Nate.
I know, and then it just dawned on me.
that
I was
could
like,
be-
wait, he didn't say Jake.
That could be the sequel series. Is painting.
Yeah.
Jake has to do it then.
Yeah. Jake gets in the mailbox. He does it one time, minimal effort. It's never heard from again.
And then he sends one to Jarmar. and then one to
Yeah.
me, and we keep the cycle. It will be forever
Yeah.
a series continuing, but it'll just be one person each time.
Yeah.
I did.
If nobody really wants to do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I would love to give it a shot. I have very shaky hands, so I just don't know if I can. That's why I don't like painting figures when I do customs and stuff. I just gave up and started paying Podong to do it.
I mean, he's super talented,
He
so I
is.
get it.
Yeah.
Like
He's I mean, and luckily because I'm friends with him, he gives me a better price than he gives everyone else, but he ain't cheap.
So I just opened that, so it comes with a card,
Mm-hmm.
and then it is really well detailed.
Damn.
It's cool.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So
all right, cool. Make sure to check out this week's episode of the podcast as well on Friday if you are just a member of the channel. We've got Nerdzoic going to be a special guest on the episode. And if you're a Patreon member, it is actually up now, so you can watch it early. But other than that, hopefully see you next week.
fun show.
Same toy time. Same Toy Fair channel.
I was just saying that was a fun show.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.